Hi, this is Nick Stoltz, the COO at Measured, and I'm back with the next installment in our video explainer series on incrementality. This week, I wanted to discuss a topic where I think there is understandably a lot of confusion out there. It has to do with how and how often you may be seeing the word incrementality used, and to address some of the misleading ways I think some people are positioning it. As always, the main takeaway is that anytime you hear incrementality, make sure it is followed by testing. In other words, based on a designed in-market experiment with clear test and control groups. Beware of standard attribution approaches and attribution using synthetic controls calling themselves incrementality. Now you can, and in many cases should be using incrementality modeling to design and interpret your incrementality tests. This refers to the use of advanced techniques like counterfactual models, causal inference, lift models, propensity models, etc. All of those can be used to account for the fact that perfectly randomized controlled trials are nearly impossible for marketers to create in the real world. Let's compare that with attribution modeling, most commonly multi-touch attribution or marketing mix modeling. No attribution model alone measures incrementality. These modeling approaches estimate the impact of and attribute sales outcomes to marketing. In the coming weeks, we'll discuss valuable ways to incorporate results from incrementality tests into your attribution models. But for now, remember, these approaches are not themselves measuring incrementality. That leaves us with some of the ways I see incrementality being used in a misleading way. It includes so-called synthetic control groups created after the fact and without having run a true experiment. Naturally occurring variation in your customer behavior, whether it's based on attributes, purchase history, geo-variation, temporal variation, do not represent true incrementality because they aren't based on true experiments. And while they can absolutely be used to improve your attribution, estimate lift, or to design an actual experiment, it's outright misleading to describe these things as incrementality. This includes approaches that insert subtle variation in market, say by increasing marketing spend in some geographies by 30% and decreasing spend in others. It's clever, and if used carefully, a credible way to enhance the quality of your marketing mix models. But it's attribution, not incrementality. If there's one takeaway from today, it's that if you see incrementality being used by anyone, make sure it's in reference to an actual in-market experiment and not traditional attribution enhanced by either naturally occurring or forced variation used to create a synthetic control.